he didn't find the food, so he said that I'm going to fast. This will not work with him.
But it's okay. I didn't know this, that we can wake up in the middle of the day and decide on starting to fast.
Yeah, this is for the voluntarily fasting, yes. But for Ramadan, no. Ramadan, you should make it niyyah from the night before. Make up, yes. Also though, sorry?
What if we forgot to make a niyyah?
Yes, if you forgot, because forgetting it means things, which is forgetting means different things. If you are forgetting means different things. For example, you need not to make it by your tongue, but already you are determined in your heart tomorrow that you are having the fast. You know that tomorrow is Ramadan. Okay, so if you are sleeping, for example, all the night until the Fajr and you didn't make any niyyah at all, but you are having the niyyah that tomorrow is Ramadan and the day after tomorrow it will be also Ramadan. And so I mean that you know well that tomorrow is Ramadan, so you are already having the determination and the niyyah in your heart.
So, it's considered.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, this is considered inshallah okay for you. Also, through intention, one decides whether to perform an expiatory fasting or fast because of breaking a vow. This is because the Prophet ﷺ states that indeed the correctness and rewards of deeds depend upon intention, and every person does get the reward of what he intended. It is also reported on the authority of Aisha, when one does not intend fasting before dawn, his fasting is invalid. Thus, the Muslim must make the intention of performing the obligatory fasting from the night until before dawn. So whoever intends fasting in the daytime, such as one who gets up in the morning, abstains from eating and drinking, and intend fasting, his fasting is insufficient and unacceptable unless it is a voluntary fasting, not an obligatory one, as we said. Obligatory fasting must be intended beforehand, not during the daytime. The whole daytime is included in the time of fasting, and intention cannot refer to something. Yes, this is some details about the intention. Okay, this is the end. Alhamdulillah, we finished before the. Yes, you have a question?
Is it permissible to pay fidyah instead of make a fasting because of menstruation, with the reason, just in case I die before I could make up the fast, but the person is not sick but healthy and young? So she chose to pay fidyah because her reason, like she don't know when she will die. So it's like just pay fidyah and then.
It's okay for her. Okay, if
they are planning still to observe, to make up the fasting, she did fidyah just in case of she's caring to die.
Yes, she's caring.
But like, is she still planning to do because she still have to do it?
So she just, while she is alive, she is making the expiation fidyah. Just because she is not sure whether that she dies before doing it or not. Let me check it. I'm not sure about this. Let me check about this issue.
Maybe it will just be sana.
So this is what?
If she make up the fasting, it will be sadaqah.
Yes.
Sadaqah for her. Yes. Let us check it, and yes, I think it will be okay, inshallah, for her. But let me check it and please, this kind of question, the person in our group, please post it so that I can remember and I can search it correctly and I can give the answer, inshallah, for this.
Doctor, I have one question.
Yes.
We know that in Ramadan we are encouraged to khatam the Al-Quran.
Yes.
Right. So what if we don't have chance to do that, but we always read Quran every day?
Okay.
Without khatam.
Yes, no problem with this, because the more that you are reciting, the more you will be rewarded. But khatm al-Quran, which is making the khatamat of the Quran and so on, it's recommended, yes, to do so. But it's not not obligation. And the more that you recite, this is the month of Qur'an. The more you recite will be inshallah rewarded for you. قرأوا القرآن فإنه يأتي يوم القيامة شفيعا لأصحابه. So recite the Qur'an because it will come on the day of judgment and it will intercede for the person. So no need to make khatamat and so on. Just recite the Qur'an. And this is an important question I will give regarding this issue, which is we call it Hajr al-Qur'an. Hajr al-Qur'an in general, we have 5 different ways of Hajr al-Qur'an. One of them, most of the people they are doing, which is by recitation of the Qur'an only. But actually we have different types of Hajr of the Qur'an, and we should take care of the Qur'an in each type of them. The first one is the recitation of the Qur'an, reading the Qur'an. Okay? Most of the people they are falling into this category. The second one is al-istima' ila al-Qur'an, that listening to the Qur'an, putting and listening something from the Qur'an. And number 3 is al-tadawi bil-Qur'an, al-tadawi bil-Qur'an, that is seeking the cure from the Qur'an itself or by the Qur'an. Okay? وَنُنَزِّلُ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ مَا هُوَ شِفَاءٌ وَرَحْمَةٌ. Okay? And we are sending down from the Qur'an what is a cure and mercy. And min huna, according to the ulama tafsir, they said min laysat للتبعيد ولكنها لبيان الجنس, means that جنس القرآن, that the entire body of the Qur'an is considered to be cure in itself. And the ulama also they said whether it's a cure for body or the soul, and majority of the people they said that it is for both the soul and for the body. Number 4 is التحاكم للقرآن. التحاكم للقرآن means that always to go with the Qur'an and see whether it is what Qur'an is saying regarding this issue. And whenever we have something that is already stated in the Qur'an, then we should go with it and we should be obedient to it. And number 5 is تدبر القرآن. كتاب أنزلناه إليك مبارك ليدبروا آياته. Surah Sad. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that we have sent down the Qur'an on you so that the people could reflect and ponder over it. Reflect on the ayat and ponder over it. Most of the people, this is what I said always, most of the people they go into the first category. They said that we didn't make khatma. Okay, this is one part. Did you read the ayah and understand it? Did you listen the ayah and it motivates your heart, for example, or motivates your soul, for example? I mean that we need to have different or a kind of stimulus for each part of the Qur'an, not only by recitation and just looking to it. Okay, it has a deeper and higher level of dealing with the Qur'an, and this is the maqam, we call it الصحبة. يقال لصاحب القرآن, there is a hadith that is يقال لصاحب القرآن, يقال لصاحب القرآن اقرأ وارتقي ورتل فإن مقامك عند آخر آية تقرأها. صاحب القرآن, صاحب, it's really means the companion, the friend, but not the reciter, even not the hafiz. I mean that the hafiz, yes, it is necessary, but not sufficient. This is commonly used in English. We use this, that it's, yes, hafiz is considered to be, yes, necessary, to be one of the noble emissaries in the day of judgment. But it's not sufficient. You need to have the suhbah, which is understanding and going with the Qur'an. Jazakumullahu khairan. Inshallah, see you next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
It's not good.